legit, man. The 10 is preacher, prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Okay, people, let me get this Shapovalov a little I'm gonna say post-game analysis out of the way. You may be wondering, okay, Shapovalov got beat by Zverev, and a lot of people are saying Zverev just ran through him, and if you look at the score, it looks that way, and then you sort of look at the match, it sort of looks that way. But people, I got like a different take on the match, and this actually got a lot to do with the preview I'm going to do between Zverev and Team. And you might be saying, what is your opinion about Shapovalov's performance? What has that got to do with the match tomorrow? Okay, you guys are going to see what I'm saying. Okay, people, listen. Okay, Shapo started off really good, 3-3, 4-3, and people, 4-4. Shapovalov, he was dictating play. He was moving Zverev around. It looked like he looked confident. He looked like he owned the court. But people, at 4-4, and see, this is what I learned from the match. So I didn't change. You remember I told y'all that if I had to choose between any of the new generation of players, even I would rather coach Shapovalov even more than Zverev. And I already said that Zverev is going to win multiple majors. It don't mean that I don't think he's going to be great. But if I had to choose, I would take Shapo. So, but what this showed me, it didn't change my opinion about how great I think Shapovalov can be. But it gave clarity to what he needs to work on to get to the next level. Okay, people, this was the semis of a Master Series tournament. So this is the second semi-finals that Shapo has lost in. He lost in the Montreal, which is a Master Series 1000, and I think he lost against Zverev there, because he would have been facing Federer had he won that. Okay, in the Montreal last year. Okay, so now, one thing Edmund said when he lost in the semis of the Australian Open, he said, you got to play the big points. Now, remember I told y'all, I love that Shapovalov he be playing free, hitting big on both sides. But people, that's a strength of his, but that strength is also a weakness. Because on big points, you got to really think, and you got to play those big points. Like when it's 4-4, he got careless on his serve, people, and then they was 30 off, and next thing you know, he lost the serve, and then Zverev served the match out, and the momentum changed. Okay, now I'm going to tell y'all why. Now listen. I'm going to tell y'all in a second why this is going to affect who I'm going to choose between Team and Zverev, but I'm going to put that in another video. But I'm going to mention it at the end of this video too. Okay, so it has Shapovalov, just really focus hard. See, you understand, when he's all free and coming off the ground and all that, he's playing free, that's great. But man, you on those pressure points, man, you got to really, on those points, really think and focus and make sure you win those big points, okay? And so I think once he get that right there, and that's something you can get instantly, really, you just need to be aware of it. It ain't really even a thing, it's not even something he needs to work on. I mean, it's something he got to improve, but you can improve that instantly. If I was coaching him, I would just make him aware of that. When it's 4 off and you are serving in a Master Series or a major, you got to win those big points. That's what Sampras was great at it. Federer is great at it. Nadal is great at it. Djokovic was great at it. All the greats are great at that. So that's what I learned from this match, from this loss that Shapovalov had against Zverev. I learned that he needs to just work on playing the big points, okay? When it's 5-5 and he's serving, make sure you hold your serve, okay, on the big points. Okay, people, now you may be saying, now I just mentioned something, I probably shouldn't even mention this in the video. You may be saying, well, Magic, what is that you saying about, what does Shapo Shapovalov not playing the big points, what does it got to do with who you going to choose between Zverev and Team tomorrow? Okay, people, let me just mention this here, and I'll continue this in the preview between Zverev and Team. I believe that the match between, I believe the victory that Zverev had over Shapovalov, I believe, yeah, now a lot of people are going to disagree with this. In the media, the media said Zverev blasted Shapo. But listen, people, I believe 50% of that had to do with Shapovalov. I believe when it was 4-4, he was dictating play. When he got careless and lost his serve, the momentum changed and he lost control of the match. And now, 50% was Zverev playing well. I know he hasn't given up a set, so obviously he's playing well this tournament, right? I don't think he's giving up a set. Don't trust me on that, but I don't think he's giving up a set. But I believe 50% of it was that Shapovalov lost momentum because he got careless on his serve. I believe had he held his serve, I believe he could have won the first set. So that has to do with tomorrow. Is Team going to play the big points better than Shapovalov? Okay, people? But I'm going to continue that in the next video. But has my opinion changed about how great I think Shapovalov can be? No, it hasn't changed whatsoever. Y'all know my opinion. I don't make no decision off one match. That'll be stupid. And he had a great tournament. He just played at 4-off. He just got careless on his serve, and he lost the momentum of the game, and he never was able to get back to it. And Zverev got very confident in the second set, and that was it. Okay, people, tennis preacher, prophet, psychic, signing off.